Welcome back, Salty Gamers, to the 14th month update on the account. Just pick up the dailies. We are on the upload date, so we've made it to Bronzium. If I click too fast there, we are now in Bronzium 4. So we'll need to edit our defense. Kinda. Sucks. Just put Ewoks in there. Two teams that don't really use, and that sorts that out. Two teams in here. Do Jedi. Where is it? Qui-Gon. Bomb. And then we do in here, we do. Let's try. See how that gets on. Oh. Yeah. Two more squads at the back. Akbar with Biggs. Stormtrooper Han. Yeah, got our defense set, so we should be fine now. Right, so bit of dailies. We're currently doing guild raid. I've not done my battles yet, but we hit the third box on Endor at the moment, whilst we build up teams for Order 66. We should get a lot better score now. What we're currently working on is our Dark Side clones. We've got Apple almost up to year 12. CX is at year 9. 8 for Disguised and 9 for Scorched. He's actually not Scorched, sorry, it's not got mods, so I need to change that before 3v3. Jedi Knight Luke, we're working on Wampa. Beskar Mando, we're working on Quail still. Jedi Master Windu, Depot Balaba and Temple Guard still need a bit of work. We're also working on getting Chewie to gear 13, or relics, and 3PO, and that's for working for Jedi Knight Luke. In terms of our ships, we should hopefully get there we go, Persian 1 is done. So we can bang that up to 7 stars. That allows us now to take that off favourites, and it also means we can focus on Ravensclaw, finish that off. Seems we've got a nice sum of crystals because of our promotion to Bronzium in our dailies. We could fire some farms in there. So 5 shards of Ravensclaw, finish that ship off. That'll be done in the next day or two, maybe tomorrow, the 7th. We're working on Hound's Tooth. This will be at least another month to finish that off, which is okay because we're not too bothered about that because of Queel. Queel is lagging behind because he's on one of these nodes, plus we've had less crystal energy etc, but he's on a node with a ship, so sometimes we get nothing, sometimes we just get the ship. But we finally got him to 6 stars, a pity you can't just go to 6 stars and get the event going. But once Queel's finished, we'll get through the rest of Beskar Mando, which will move us on our way for Mandalore. Our final piece here in the team, then it's just gear up and star up these 3. We've unlocked Dash Rendar. There's a reason I'm not going to take him too far, which I'll go in a minute. We're doing Lando and L3 because there's a counter in a fleet that I want to use to maybe boost our fleet arena score. Out of here we changed, they changed stuff that you can now relic and gear 12 without 7 starring the character. So these 3 only need to go to relic 3, therefore we don't need to fully star them up, and we don't need to fully invest in a team for them. They're not used in the Jabba event. Okay, Rooster, which is RRR, he is used in the Tusken team, but there's no rush for the Tuskens really. So I'm going to see if I can get away. Now the Tusken assault battle is Inquisitor assault battle, so we might be able to just do Inquisitors when we need to worry about that, and instead of worrying about doing Tusken team. But that being said, Tuskens aren't too bad for getting holds as well. We're quite a good defensive team, especially 3v3, so we might invest a wee bit into them. So we're going to take these Sith up eventually, and these Jedi, as we discussed before. Maybe next month I think is when Great Mothers becomes double drop farmable, or when we finish Disguised Trooper in Cantina, we'll move on to the Great Mothers and Morgan Elsbeth to farm out. 7 star them. We're going to use a Saj. She's almost gear 12, easy gearing, and that's why I went for her. And that's so because she could go for gas. She's used for gas, so she's needed at relics anyway. Merrin is needed for Jelly Knight Kill, but I'm further off that than I am gas, and that will become apparent very soon. So the plan still with this team is take them up to 7 stars, see what they could do, and gear them up accordingly. These guys are done, and I need to finish off Enoch. Troopers, we've sort of done something with the troopers here because we're building up the basic fleets, sort of working towards Executor etc as well, slowly. So realistically this will get one assault battle, but then we've got another team the Iden team, which Iden has a ship, but her node gets the Vulture Droid, because what we're going to go for is the Malevolence as one of our next big fleet before we go for Profundity, to hopefully help push us up into Bronzium, and that will give us more usage and more coverage of ships. But getting Iden, I'd want a team with Iden, so they all have to be without leadership. So this team works up here, this team works here for what Iden needs. Obviously we can mix and match depending on if we're doing a trooper counter, and then Captain Enoch works with Death Trooper, Scout Trooper, Moff Gideon, as far as I'm aware, as well as Stormtrooper. That's yeah, that's fine. Leader. Critical wounds. Imperial Remnant allies are immune to healing immunity. Other non-droid. So they could be non-droid, which means it takes Dark Trooper out. But it means Moff Gideon, OG, can go in here as well. So he could go in there, and that sorts him out. So that's what I've done there. We've got a Profundity farm, so Relic 9, 8, 5 and 5, so we know where we're taking them as we go. 7, 5 and 5, dash will become apparent in a minute. 8, 7, 5, so we know where we need to take Darth Vader. TIE Pilot will come up. 8, 5, 5 and 5, so when we relic these, that's all good. And that would finish off our Executor minus IG 2000. Malevolence now. So Iden's here for the Vulture Droid. The Geos are here because they're pilots. General Grievous is the fleet commander or admiral, so he's obviously going to be there. Now these droids don't fit a purpose, but they go in his team. Now Droidica on his node brings Xanadu Blood. Helps with Executor. B1 and Magna Guard and Battle Droid are needed for gas. Now I have done it on another account with a low tier Galactic Republic fleet, so it's very viable to do it with Anakin, Ahsoka, Plo, 5s. Actually no, I didn't have 5s at Sing Stars. I still don't have them. I think it was Clone Sergeant and Y-Wing, and I managed it, no bother. So it's not, we're not a million miles away. We're going to get the counter up anyway for this, for against Leviathan. Over in the background, just build the ships and build the characters as and when we can. So that we'll get that one, and then this one we'll be building Shack T for Jerry Master Windu. We're getting we're going for Grievous, so we'll get Padme, no bother. We'll have 3PO relict. Ahsoka will get relict anyway, and General Kenobi is always good to have anyway. And then this is where Asajj comes in with 4 droids. It's a pretty straightforward event, and that will get us gas, giving us the 501st clones. Doesn't mean that we're going straight for them, but when we get there and get close to these requirements, we'll pick them up. High relic requirements for Mandalore, so it is quite a big farm. One more star and Quail, everybody else is good to go. And then after that, after Beskar Mando, it's on to Millennium Falcon. Relic of Han around the same time, because and then that will make the Millennium Falcon even better, and we should start punching up in that fleet, because we also have changed Leia's core team. We put Scarif Pathfinder in. This is so we could free up Phoenix. We've taken him all to gear 12 minus Zeb. He's the next one to go up to gear 12. The reason being is once we unlock Bo-Katan Mandalore, Sabine will go on her team and Zeb will take her place. So that's why it's like this now. This month we actually have to start working on Master Kwai and Padawan Obi to Relic 7, and that will clear us up for their assault battle. And we need to finish Captain Enoch, who's on the cards, he's on the favourites. We're just trying to free up some energy on him, and we'll get him 7-starred, and that hopefully will give us that assault battle up to the 7-star level. Everybody else that doesn't need Kyrotech is at gear 12. So what my plan is Chewie and 3PO need Relic, Han will need Relic for Jabba, so pick him up as soon as we can. Rebel Pathfinder will need to be Relic just to help Leia's team, so get him there, which will also help it in the fleet. Because ideally with the Home 1 fleet you want Rebel Pathfinder or Biston's U-Wing to be the fastest ship, so he goes first, which means when we're doing this, Biston needs to go to 5 anyway, so 5 and 5 makes sense, or 3, doesn't matter. Just as and what we need. We'll relic these guys as and when we can. Then if we do Jin, K2SO, Cassian to relics even low to begin with, and that will help with the Home 1 fleet. Same with Kyle Katarn, will help with Home 1 fleet. We've just placed the Zeta on POW, so all the Zetas on this team are done. Cara Dune's one is nice to have but not necessary, so we can start saving up Zetas. Qui-Gon Omi, that's basically stuck where it is until we can get Killing Beck up, or another Jedi such as say Jedi Knight Anakin. Our Ewoks are stuck where they are. I'm not putting them up any higher, they do the job. And then Phoenix we've already discussed. We're sitting at 2.5 million. I can take Apple to gear 12, but I'm so close to getting Chewie to Relic that I prefer that. So what we've got for normal energy wise, 120. Let's do some Kyrotech farm and see if we can get him there. We also managed the Leia event, so I'm building up this so it could help with this currency to help with getting Kyros in the long run. Right, we'll finish the dailies and hope that Kyrotech comes in on the dailies. In here we bought out Dash Render just to get him to 3 stars, forgetting there's a change on the episode pass. We finished Enfys Nest as well. I mean, I could buy Morgan Elswith, but I'm not going to bother. Probably just going to buy Vandor Chewie a bit just to help boost him up. Not that we need him, but free shards or free shards, well, less hard mode farming helps with the energy. What's that? Squad Arena, we're just buying out some grey stuff and Prestige. Galactic War, focusing on any geo ships that turn up. Fleet Arena is the same. Grand Arena, Kairos as usual. Shard Shop, focusing mainly on these fusion cores to help with 3PO. Because he needs 100 of these, and we're going to spend 50 of them getting Chewie to Relic. Let's see here. Oh, perfect. Wheels got yellow. So in terms of modding, we're slicing out mods to gold. Reason for this, oh, we need to do mod battles, so we'll spend some crystals for that. The reason we're doing 6 dot mods is the plan with that is making sure all pilots, so he's fine. Rebel, Outriders different. Han, he needs to go up some levels for his 6 dots, so we need 3 6 dots on him. Cassian needs 6 dots. K2 needs 6 dots. Scarlet Pathfinder's fine. Biggs has just been completed. And I think Jin needs a couple. So Cassian's U-Wing is sort of the next one. Between that and I think Akbar. Yeah, Akbar needs some to help. So the reason for that is, if you're unaware, 6 dot mods increase the ship speed. So the more we can get on any of the ships, the faster they go. Now, another interesting change that they've done is you no longer have to level a character to skill them up or gear them up either. So that means we could gear them up and save some credits in the meantime. So, such as this. So, get that. But if we go here, I can bring this up regardless of the level. We used to have to get them to year 11, now we don't need to. Also, what they've done is they've changed, so if you see here, he can go up there and he's level 1. They've also changed that the cost of upgrading ships and characters is reduced in half. So if you go to enhance, 2.4 million to take a ship up to level 85. If we come in here, go to say Mace Window, it's now 3.1 million. So that will help massively with the credits. What I've also done is starred up anything that needed starring up. As you can see here, she's 5 stars, but we could also go all the way up on abilities unless it's a Zeta or an Omicron. And then we've still not activated any of these characters, just because we're not using them yet. Right, so that leaves Cantina. We're in here. 2 shards, fantastic, just what we want. A wee bit more would be nice. We are doing normal conquest, so we'll get some relic mats there for 3PO. And we're also doing territory battle. Right, so if we go into arena, first of all check this. Okay, it's not got us to do sign up, but it'll get us. We're now getting 85 crystals a day regardless, so long as we stay in there. So we'll take out this fleet. Now, our big should be faster now. So Biston should always go first. This gives us the... Yep, good, better order. So Biston gets speed boost when he comes into the fight. He puts target lock, which puts the taunt on Biggs. We could then use his special to get the assist, get foresight on Ravensclaw. If you're familiar with what's his name now? The Gerbil, he's shown this counter and how good the fleet can be. So that's unfortunate. We lost Biggs pretty early. So usually we'd bring Cassian. Because we lost Biggs, we're going to bring in Mawaiwe. We're really struggling here with foresight. Get a heal on the Y-Wing. Okay. See, they're managing to get rid of our foresight, which isn't helping. Yeah, that's game's a bogey. So he's gear 12 and he's relic 5. And in Galactic War. And claim these. And we never got any Chirotech, we just got Mark 9s. That's unfortunate. We done the mod challenges, but we can't even get them. The mod battles, that's for this one. So Bad Batch, what's this? Defeat Bad Batch allies. That's fine, so we could do this. So it's more imperative now, of course it's Mark 9 here, if it was here we would have got it, that we complete the episode pass. So it used to just be all this, and then at the end it was some tokens. Now it's what we call a lightspeed token. So on the free one we get to take whatever class it states, so this time it's smugglers, up to level 85, gear 12, 4 stars, ability level 4. If you watch MSF you've seen this on some character unlocks, that's what they give you. So they're doing it, but it's part of a battle pass. So that's how SWGOH's sorting it, or Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. So I can pick any of these characters. The plan here is star level aside, but you know, free shards. Get this lightspeed bundle token or lightspeed token used on Dash, take him to gear 12. That's a lot of Chirotechs I don't need to worry about. Alternatively, if I was going for Afra, I would do Sana or Hondo. Either way, I mean, Hondo would go up to, he's an easy farm, so the stars don't matter, and the Chirotechs are the same for him. And there's no Chirotechs for L3 or Lando. The other good thing would be Skiffguard Lando, as he's used for Jabba, but we're not going for Jabba straight away. Now the good thing with Outrider is he's used for Profundity, he's used for Jabba, and he'll boost, more importantly, he'll boost our Rebel fleet up. So that's the plan going for him. Now, do I spend Gyros here? Actually, no. This is what we got this for. Use that 5, upgrade him to relics. Which reminds me, we can come in here and buy out these. Teach you into relic. We've just done a relatively big grind on this material. Now your ideal is these circuit fusion furnaces because they're so cheap. But let's just get Chewie into relics, that's the main thing. We'll need bronzium wiring. .3 will be enough. So we've got enough signal data, not enough circuitries. Let's just use that. Use a lot of the grey gear. The grey gear is very fast to farm up. We don't have signal data, we could put it on bronzium wiring. So in theory, we just need to take Chewie up to R3 just now, and that gives him his place for Jedi Knight Luke. Ideally we want to take him up to 6 minimum. Yeah, relic 6 for Jedi Master Luke, relic 6 for Han, and then this is where our Rebel fleet comes in handy. We've got Wedge and Biggs, R3 they're needed for Jedi Knight Luke, R5 for Helmet Yoda. So when we get Jedi Knight Luke, it's tick, tick and tick. Tick here if we go for R6 for both of them. Take Mon Mothma to R5, 3PO to R5. And then before we know it, it's just old Ben goes up a couple of levels and B gets up to R7 and Jedi Knight Luke. And then we've got Jedi Master Luke in the bag. That's why between Jedi Master Luke and Jabba, we may get closer to Luke. However, with Jabba, Han goes to 8. We have to get Outrider, which we're going to start farming now, before Lando, just to start getting that ship up because we could get Dash very soon. Lando's fleet's a while back, so we're going to start plugging out Outrider once we finish Ravensclaw. But Stanton, easy enough farm. Han, we'll get to relics soon enough. Gamorrean Guard is R3, so we don't need to start him up any more than he's unlocked. Outrider, 7 stars. Greedo, relic 6, so we need him at 7 stars. I think we've already almost got him, but he's a shop farm, so no rush. Skiffguard Lando, R5, so we need to 7 star him. Jedi Knight Luke, Jawa, R3, Rooster, R4, both of them come under the new system where we don't need to start them up. 3PO will be done or assigned. We've got at gear 12, Fennec Shan needs farm. Boba we have at gear 12, Mob Enforcer only needs unlocked and then to relic 3, so we can get Jabba pretty fast. So these two, sorry, Jabba and Luke, Jedi Master Luke will be almost at the same time as the plan, so it just depends how fast we get through Jedi Knight Luke. Our Jedi Knight Luke requirements, we can do this at him at R3, but it requires us for 7 stars. If they took this 7-star requirement out, we could have tested it to see if you need more stars. Unfortunately, that's not the case. Our CLS is fine. Once we get 3PO up, this team's fine. Then this is where our Millennium Falcon comes in. Then our Hermit Yoda. Again, we could get away with them at Relic 3, but it requires 7 stars. And then 3PO solids that off, and then it's Vader. We'll take him to R3, but ideally you want him up to 7 stars. So you see, it's required at Relic 3, so I can't get away with Chewie being R2. And here it's just 7 stars, so I may not have to do much to Wedge, which is good. It's a Chirotech that isn't required, so I could potentially gear him up, but what I am going to use him for is getting all this grey pieces for carbonite circuit boards. So that's the state of the account. 14 months in, 2.5 million GP, hit Bronzium, getting almost 150 crystals a day for just hitting here, but even before it was again almost 150 crystals a day, give or take, because of our daily crystals out of doing the quests. So we've not been strapped for crystals, and why I'm mentioning that, so fleet, you'll hear all the YouTubers say fleet, 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 in terms of getting your 400 a day, your 300 a day. Yeah, that's great. Fantastic if we could do it. I was doing an efficiency account, I deleted it, it was too much, and I'm not going to be bothered. But I was hitting 350 to 400 crystals a day on that, which was great, but other things were going slow. If we look at our ranks in our fleet arena, look how many executors we've got. We've got the top 10 minus 1, so that, but we've got 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 executors, so pretty much the top 20 are executors. Great. Chances are they're spending money. 8 million GP, Supreme Leader Kylo, Sith Eternal. This screams Lightspeed bundles. You're not going to beat that free to play, so do not sweat and stress about Fleet Arena as free to play. If you could get it, great. If you could get Executor and punch up in your arena, maybe you're lucky, you don't get too many people going for Executor, great. But focus on other game modes and building more of an efficiency account with being able to gear and get your assault battles done. That's better than just 400 crystals a day, because you'll get a more rounded experience and you'll enjoy it. If you just chase getting crystals, you may burn out. And if we look through here, you know, these are in guilds, fine. Then we come to the Wookiee, no guild. So if we look at his account, he's went for an Executor rush, 2.5 million GP, no GL, just an Executor. He's done the he's 7-starred it, and if we look at Piet, yes, he's fast. The ship will be fast, but if we go here, he's got punishing 1, so good. That'll hold. But is he active? We don't know. Possibly not. I mean, he's farming Datacrons, so could be likely. But he's got no guild, so that means the rest of his progress is relatively slow. So he's either buying lightspeed bundles or he's taking it slowly with no guild. So that's a potential one that you can counter. He's in Carbon 94, so he's not smashing the game. So with good fleet counters, you may be able to, you can push up over these people. This is why people like this Thrawn fleet is surpassing some of the executors if they're not active. He's got all these pilots relict, so this fleet holds its own against low star executors as well, especially if it's relict. What else? We've got Mace Windu fleet. So Mace Windu fleet like this, I used Y-Wing instead of Houndstooth, but if you look at his Galactic Republic, they're all pretty much relict. If he gets Mace to relic, Battle BY to 7 stars, and Marauder, if he takes up Tech and Record to 5, even better. And it's a bit could handle its own, but you want to focus on clones for that fleet. But he's hitting the top 20, so I mean, let's look at the rest of his roster. He's got Generate Revan, he's got maybe half the amount of relics we do, but he's at 3.2 million GP. So he's not able to push in to Bronzium. What does Bronzium give us? 85 crystals per day. So if we can stay into Bronzium 4, we get 85 crystals per day. Every day, regardless, just for logging in. And then we get 140 if we win, and we get 50 if we get defeated. If we go down to Carbonite, we're getting 30 and 110. We're getting 75 a day. This crystal stays, but we get champion. If we get top place in the championship, 290. And here 670. So the more the better you do. In Bronzium, great. Also Bronzium 1 gets 100 crystals a day. Now that's per day without having to do anything. You win in Grand Arena, you get 200. So they total up free to play a wee bit more than not more, but a wee bit easier if you're going for an efficiency account than chasing Executor. But that's not to say don't go for Executor. The quicker you get one, the easier it is for GAC, etc. as well. If we go to my fleets, Executor still on the cards. So we finished punishing 1. We've got Slave 1. We're almost finished Houndstooth. We've finished Ravenscourt, which Razor Crest, which that is the longest part of that farm, is getting Razor Crest. If you get bad RNG in Fleet Arena, you're going to struggle getting Razor Crests. So that could put you off, and it's a whole other journey you've also got to go to go and get Beskar Mando to get him. And then Xanadu Blood and Punish 1 just makes a fleet. So, and you can't use all these reinforcements straight away. You have to get to 5 stars first. You get a 4-star unlock, then you've got to do 15 stars per day, per month, once on the 15th of every month, and then you've still got to wait or spend crystals per month just to get more shards, and you only get 10. Profundity is the same deal. It's a higher, steeper relic level, but bounty hunters lead to Executor Bounty hunter ships lead to executor, but they're not really used for anything else at all. Maybe some of the characters are, like Bam, Boba, but that's it. And Cad Bane. That's and Admiral P for C. That's it. Whereas Profundity, Biggs is used, Outrider and Dash is used, Hans Millennium Falcon's used, and the Phoenix is used. So you get a bit of use out of that. And so that's why also I'm going for the Grievous fleet, because it'll be a wee bit quicker for me to buy out that over the next 4 to 5 months, with good stars on both GOTBs. Get it at 5 stars, unlock. These guys can get farmed out, geared up, ready to go for about the unlock time possibly, and then that gives me another fleet, build it up, and that's all you're getting. That's all we need to do is these ships, 5 ships plus the capital, and that's it. And we've got all the pilots minus 1, I think. So we need to get Geo Soldier to 7 stars, Spies there, and Sunfax there. And then the next 2, they are both crewless fighters. So gearing up with this fleet, we just need to do Grievous and the 3 Geos, and that's them done. And they don't take very much Chirotex, if any Chirotex at all. So that will help with that. So that's the plan on the fleet side. It's not to say we won't go for these 2 fleets. Yes, it'll be ideal. They'll be great additions, but it's not a chase for them. You know, when I go for IG-12, 2000, I'll pick up 8th Brother to help with the Inquisitor line run. I'll pick up Xanadu Blood because when I'm getting Droid Cat anyway, so I'll get the fleets, these ships, so when I go for the unlock, I'll have the pilots there, unlock Executor, and it'll be useful for me. And that's the plan for that. I could take this Landwehr because I'm not going to go and pick him up quite yet. I'm going to pick up Outrider on my new fleet farm. Just make sure Outrider is, yes, his favourite. So, not far off. Got Conquest to push, hopefully get the 300 box again, just to show you what you get in the 300 box, seeing as the last conquests I have done. I've done the video after I claimed the rewards. So 300 box, you get two types of character shards, so this one's Maz Kanata and SM33. Not fussed for that. Why I want to hit minimum of this box every month is we get nice amount of scrap. We get 2 boxes of injector pieces. We get 3 Gear 12 Plus, 2 Gear 12, and then purple gear. Nice amount of modern mats and some Zetas and some credits. The next box after that, there's not much difference. It's some shards, 1 more Zeta, some more credits. So the difference between these 2 boxes isn't a lot. And then the last box, which will unlock as hard mode, gives us a wee bit more. Do we drop? We drop, actually getting the last box, we get more shards, but we drop Gear 12 Plus box. Now this stuff really helps be looking out. So if we just go here, we need 100 of these. We could buy them out here, or we could buy them in Conquest, and we could also buy them out of the scavenger as well. So it really helps pick up these pieces, which means I could use my Mark II currency, grab that, and grab these med packs. Once we get them, C3PO should be done. Within a couple of weeks after Conquest, we should get majority of 3PO's relics done. I would probably put his Chirotech piece on quite soon if we get close to getting his Chirotech. So that's the plan going forward. Order 66 raid. We've got new members joining all the time. We're currently fluctuating between 160 and 170 mil GP because I got rid of a lot of people. We've got 2 spaces left currently. As I removed a lot of people recently for being inactive and not mentioning that they would be unavailable for an extended period of time, so I had to remove them. We need to build these tickets up so we get a raid. So if you're in a guild, please get your tickets for your guild. It helps you, it helps everybody. On that note, thanks for watching, tuning in again for the 14th month on this account, and remember, stay salty.